A lot of cool stuff going on today. Working on promotional materials to get out to game shops. We are working on other things. Oh, got a got a cool gaming table that we're going to use to maybe film some gameplay at some point. Going to be doing some more play testing soon. Got that scheduled. Got to work on some cool druid spells and some really cool skills for the tinkers. So when I get to that, just know it's going to be really cool. There's going to be things in this that you've never seen before. I've never seen before. And it's going to be really exciting. Very cool stuff. Anyway, today I actually almost didn't make a video today because we got some activities planned this evening with some friends, and I almost didn't, but then I was like, I'm wearing a black shirt today. How do I not start the evil races if I'm wearing like all black clothing? So here we are. Evil races, day number 1. Today I think I'm going to talk about the Duerrodar because I've already brought them up, and I guess I want to leave the last one as a surprise. So the Duerrodar are the deep dwarves. And these are the guys that are kind of aggressively attacking and trying to exterminate the Bruneldar. So those two cultures are enemies, and there is very strong enmity between them. So understand, if you play a Duerrodar and there's a Bruneldar in the group, there needs to be conflict between the two of you. Like, not obviously not players. not advocating you throw dice and hit somebody in the face. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, between those two characters there should be major conflict, at least in the beginning. Maybe your character is different. Maybe you're the Dritz Duerden of the Duerrodar, but in the beginning at least, you need to have, like, it needs to be clear that those two characters don't get along. And then over time, maybe it's like two stones that grind against each other until they're kind of smoothed out and they start to get along. But initially, there needs to be some conflict. If you're playing a Duerrodar, especially if there's a Bruneldar, but if you're playing a Duerrodar and you're in a group with good characters regardless, there should be some conflict there. That's on you, storyteller. If you're running the game, try to inject that. If the players aren't living up to it, try to introduce it in subtle ways, and that can really drive the narrative home. It's cool. It's good stuff, good story building material, and then it gives the opportunity for a player playing a Duerrodar to kind of step it up and prove, hey, look, I'm not that guy that you think I am. But then maybe you are. So it's up to you how you want to play the character, of course. But there should be, at least initially, you've got to prove that you're not a monster. To players, and maybe more importantly to NPCs, because like if you're a Duerrodar and you show up at, like, say Aoden, which is like I think that means our city of iron, and if you show up at Aoden and you just try to walk through the gates, those guards are going to come down and they're going to they'll probably kill you, thinking that you're an invader, and they've got to protect their citizens. They have a duty. If they don't kill you, you're going to prison, and dwarven prisons aren't a fun place to be. You would be lucky to be there, but you don't want to be there. So you if you're going to play a Duerrodar and you're going to be going places where good characters are going, you kind of gotta maybe stay back and then over time convince the people who live there. Maybe you can work with some people on the outskirts so that they can vouch for you and prove that you're not that guy. But it's an opportunity, but it also should be a challenge. And I definitely want to make sure that the rules point out that these characters are going to be a challenge to play. Anyway, Duerrodar live really deep under the earth. They're paler skinned than the Bruneldar. Look very similar. They're going to have like dark hair or gray silver hair. They will frequently have eyes. The eyes are often the color of gemstones. So green is common, gold is common. Another common eye colors like silver or violet is a very common eye color for the Duerrodar. Bruneldar as well. Bruneldar will sometimes have ruby red eyes as well. Duerrodar don't. Duerrodar will have like green, silver, gold, silver, gold, violet. I think that's it. And Bruneldars have those eye colors, but sometimes sapphire and red eyes as well. What else can I say about the Duerrodar? The Duerrodar have similar professions to the Bruneldar. As a matter of fact, in the base game, I think they're exactly the same. And it makes sense for them to be the same because the cultures, despite the fact that they're at war with each other, they're very similar in the way they behave. So their class fantasy is going to be very similar to the Bruneldar class fantasy. They're just enemies, if that makes sense. I think it does. Anyway, so they are a race of dwarves that live deep beneath the surface. They've got really good vision for in dark places, and they are going to be fun and exciting to play because you can get into a lot of trouble unless you're playing an evil campaign, in which case they would be the norm, and the good guys would be the characters who need to be careful. Hope you're having an awesome day. We got a lot of big stuff coming up, and it's really exciting and kind of like intimidating, but it's really cool stuff coming. And just thanks for watching. If you like it, like, share, subscribe, etc., etc., etc. You can visit us at mythosstory.com and sign up to talk to us on the forums or sign up for the newsletter. Have an awesome day. Thanks.